Hi, I'm Gemma. I just wanted to take a minute to talk about mental health. Recently, a lot of people that I know through either Facebook or that I know personally have all had a struggle with their mental health. And I just wanted to get through to people that it's okay to not be okay. We all have difficult lives, some more than others, and it's okay to talk about it and to not brush it off and to be open about it and to stop the stigma of we all have to be fine, because half of us are not, and we're just walking around in a bubble and we're not getting to the real issue of mental health. And I think it's so important, because without a positive influence on our mental health, we can't process. Our mental health is so important with our health, with anything. It should come first. And it's taken me quite a while to understand that. And I'm actually shocked at the fact that, for instance, I have a friend and her mental health, it does suffer from time to time, and I try and help as much as possible, but it sometimes needs professionals there to help, and she just gets told continuously that the waiting list it's full, or she can't get an appointment, or it's this so and so a date in the future, and she has to struggle, and it's ridiculous. I mean, I have never gotten that far and that bad that, I've thought to myself, well, I could end up killing myself. I have probably not dealt with my mental health the best way that I could. I was told to bottle it up. Well, not told to bottle it up, but I just learnt to bottle it up. I wasn't really a talker until I got older, and then I did sort of like a counselling, and I learned and felt better from talking. So I try as much as possible to talk or write it down. I find that helps me, but I'm a lot better now because I've learned to juggle. I mean, when I saw my counsellor, she was like fantastic. She was the best for me anyway. And she basically described each person as a jug, and everything keeps getting full in the jug. So, for instance, the stress of, say, a new job, that goes into the jug. Stress of kids, that goes into the job. Trying to balance two things at once, whatever, and it keeps filling up and filling up and filling up until it's overflowing. And it'll just keep overflowing and overflowing and overflowing until the jug cannot take no more. And that's when a person ends up with a breakdown. It could be suicide, it could be a numerous of things. And she said we need like a little tap, just a little bit of the liquid or the problems or whatever to come out. So that little tap can be, for instance, say half an hour reading, or listen to music, or a bath, or running, whatever you find relaxes you for, say, half an hour to an hour, and that just takes the stress away, and it gives you time to sort of fizzle down, and let a little bit of that liquid out, that stress, from your jug, and it leaves you refreshed for the next day. So I used to do swimming, and I used to do walking I don't get as much time as I would like nowadays, but I try and do a walk every day for at least an hour with the children, and that's my go-to. I quite like being outside. That distresses me, but it can be something as simple as reading a book, colouring, having a bath, I don't know, painting your nails. It could be something as simple as that just de-stresses and stops your jug from going from, say, full to overflowing. It can be that much of a difference. And I think another thing as well that bothers me certainly bothers me, is when people have said, "Oh, don't cry. It's that's not going to make it any better." But I think in a way, a good cry is good because it's releasing the emotions. You've got to think we're all human, and we've got all these emotions for a reason. Like, we're not robots. We can't be perfect. It's physically impossible to be perfect. We just get better and better at dealing with things, and we learn that. We learn every single day to get better and to deal with things the best at what we can. But like I said, I hate the fact that people should be embarrassed by their emotions. We all cry. We all feel happy, love, sad. I mean, some people do find emotions hard. And that's a whole different kettle of fish, really. But most of us, neurotypical people, we do have emotions. I mean, even my son, who's got autism, he has, is sad, he's happy, he, has emotions like we all do. We all deal with emotions differently, and we all learn from being babies to growing up how we deal with our emotions. Things it's the same as everybody else, but I think we shouldn't be ashamed of having emotions, as well as, mental health as well. I think that's what I really want to get through to people, is that you shouldn't be ashamed of, for instance, if you have got a mental illness, don't be ashamed. Taking tablets can work for some people, and it does, but for some people it doesn't. There's other things that work for certain people that don't work for another, but don't be ashamed of it. And I think that's the fact that we need to get through to people, is that we're all different, we all deal with different, and we've all got our problems and the way of dealing with it. And I think in this day and age, we just need to support one another with advice and support, and love each other as much as possible. So I just wanted to share it, and hopefully this will get through to people. It might not, but it's just one of my vents that I wanted to share, probably along with many more events that I will share over the coming weeks, months, years maybe. But I'm fed up of bottling it up, and this is me not bottling it up. So I hope you like it. Peace. Bye.